Hey guys, how's it going? Coming at you today because I haven't made a video in a little bit of time. So I want to talk to you about some bow form and bow practice tips that I use pretty much daily. Alright, well, first off I want to point out new hats are here. If you guys like this hat, here it got cut a little too short. But snapback, tan back, Realtree Extra, the HIT logo, Honor, Integrity, Instinct, Tradition, on my web store right now. So if you like that, go to the web store and buy it for yourself before they run out. They're almost gone already because I had pre-sale. I only ordered X amount, and so there's only, I think, there's less than 10 left currently. And if there's a lot of influx in orders, then I will put in another order, but that will delay it and you might not have it before your hunting season starts. So make sure you go and check that out. Alright, the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is something I've talked about once already before, and this is my training aid that I made. It's just a pole handle that I drilled some holes into, and then I got my release. So it's pretty self-explanatory, but I just hook it on here. You could make yourself a D-loop, but this way, as I'm practicing, all you gotta do is do that and it'll grab it every time, especially because I have a hook, you know, so instead of trying to grab it and hook it on every time and then coming to draw with it. So I just use this. I practice. This arm is not necessarily exactly how I have my form. I try to keep at least my grip similar. My elbow might not be exactly the same, but I just use it like I said. Come right here, get my anchor point, find a spot, and just squeeze nice and easy through the trigger. There's different release aids out there. Like I said, this is just a homemade one I made. This is lacrosse sidewalk, so I used to play lacrosse. And then this is just a piece of wood that I drilled 2 holes through, a knot on either side so it wouldn't go anywhere, and then left it open-ended. Like I said, it's not exactly to my draw length, so this arm is a little bit different bend than what I normally do, but it's a good way to practice. The next piece I'm going to talk to you guys is something that people call blind bailing. Now, you don't have to do it to the extent of how it got its name, where you draw back, you basically have your eyes closed, go through all your steps, tip of the string onto your nose, anchor, all that good stuff. You don't have to close your eyes. Obviously, that'll help you focus a little bit more on your form and less on where you're aiming, because that's the whole point of blind bailing, is to really not focus on an aiming point, focus more on your form. Distance is completely irrelevant because you normally do it, as you can see, only a couple feet away. That's literally maybe a yard. But it's a great way to practice your form and get some practice in, maybe somewhere like this where you don't have very much space. Now, another important thing to remember when you're blind bailing or just doing some really close range shooting like this, focusing on your form, one thing, good thing to practice, especially for those tree stand hunters, make sure you're bending at your waist, not at your shoulders. So if you're holding your bow out, don't drop your hand like this to aim. Take your whole shoulders, keep them square, bend over to make that shot. Next thing, and it's something that shouldn't make too big of a deal when you're this close, because your housing should pretty much cover everything and your bow is not going to come out 3 feet lower, or the arrow is not going to come out 3 feet lower, excuse me. But if we look at this target real quick, look at that, blew straight through the bottom. Just built these brand new arrows. Got the FMJ 5mm. I went from like a 375 grain arrow total weight to 515, so should be hitting like a cinder block. Well guys, those are pretty much just the 2 little quick tips I wanted to throw at you here on this Sunday. Like I said, I try to shoot as much as I can. Hopefully those are 2 ways that someone with a little bit less space can get some more reps in and get ready for deer season. So if you guys like this video, please go like it down there, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you guys enjoy some of this content that I've been doing this summer. And next week starts hunting season. I got goose hunting before I head to Nebraska. Then I got a full week in Nebraska, possibly a little bit more goose hunting, and then straight into deer season here. So pretty stoked. Season's almost here, and I cannot wait to bring those videos to you guys. So as always, can't wait to see you hit your mark. Thanks guys. Have a good one.